find the right one in the right time. And we're off.
Generally, on average, they are maybe on par, but usually, like, they're on par, usually not useful. So.
Okay, Salty Fry, Old Man Sunshine, and Etium going to get Uncle and that first tree pull. Just hearts. The Pink Kitty Rose going straight for the dang. That's an interesting play.
And we are, well, Pink Kitty Rose is known for not doing similar starts. Everyone that isn't Pink Kitty Rose is doing an objectively wrong start, though. No, it's not technically objectively, but I find that doing Uncle first is a huge waste of time. And it's just because, like, why are you doing 2 items when you should be doing them with either the tassel itself or heck, even with adding them if you've kind of exhausted all other options? Because there's no reason to go tassel first.
Well, I'll tell you, it seems to have worked out for Pink Kitty Rose, as they found bombs underneath a hoarder and a shiny bee that's going to make quick work of these Moldorms. I love having a golden bee for this room. Lost Woods is just chock full of bombs, and Mini Moldorm Cave just a tunic upgrade.
Okay, and we are going to be going into the city, or into the proper part of Kakriko. Shielded
Pink
Ice
Kitty
Rock.
Rose still from the Ice Rod Cave. Shield personally, save them spheres for world.
Okay, and going into the first few hordes here. Okay, and not much so far. Other than the hammer, the cane, which you already have. That is important. It's gonna be 1/3 of how we get to Dark World.
not giving much away so far. No leads, anyhow.
So I'm going to assume that we're supposed to go to desert fairly early.
Yeah, I probably would just for the heck of it, just to save doing the usual Eastern play at the beginning. Although a hammer would be really good for escape.
Now imagine if every runner hadn't already gone to escape. Then we may have they may have not wasted time going to Uncle. If they had already gone to Uncle, they could be doing Uncle and escape at the same time.
Yep, and then they'll get the lamp and go back a third time, and then go through the back.
I mean, you don't need the lamp to go through the back.
Well, I'm just speaking from
And there is our
personal
Dark World
experience.
access, by the way.
It was terrible. Yeah, there we have it. Wide open. See if anybody's going to see if ETM's going to go straight back up. Let's see what we got in the back of escape here from Salty Fry. Titan's mitts. There we go. Not much in our way now.
Batch of Escape seems to be the better of the plays. It does give you full access to Dark World. We don't have a logical lamp yet, but these items, like, I mean, pretty much anywhere is good to go here.
I mean, yeah, we certainly haven't hit any roadblocks yet. Still tons of dense places we can check, like back at Sahasrara here. Just bombs in a heart. Saving and quitting out, not opting to go straight into Eastern, which I don't blame him for. And ETM looks like, oh no, he's doing the well first. Let's see if he goes straight to Desert. And we have the lamp in Hype Cave. Not bad. And not much else, but at least we won't see any hair pulling from any dark rooms. Also, Pink Kitty Rose is going straight into Pod. Very item-dense location, especially with the lamp that puts all those back rooms in logic. Lots and lots of checks for us, so let's see if we can crack open some good old progression in there.
tell you, Old Man Sunshine's deciding that escape is what they're gonna do now.
Also, a reasonable play. See if it works out for them. Well, 10 minutes in to get into pod like that, it's pretty tempting and exciting. Especially since there's with all still so many Sphere Zero locations to check yet.
Actually, there are no Sphere Zero locations, since Sphere Zero is only the chest.
Ah, well, today I learned. I know what I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about
Sphere
sometimes.
Zero is actually technically only the items that you start with, and are guaranteed. So in open mode, that is no item, or sorry, that is green mail and 20 bombs. In glitched mode, that is boots 10 bombs and green mail.
Well, there we have it. Thanks for the info. And escape isn't playing out too well for Old Man Sunshine so far. One last chest.
One of the actually major changes in for routing wise, at least in the 30, is that there is no more capacity upgrades in any mode.
Yeah, they're all in the behind the Ice Palace portal now,
Correct.
where they used to be.
Yep. Originally they had put the capacity upgrades as to replace the 10 and 30 bombs to make it slightly more interesting. Turned out it wasn't actually more interesting, and it actually starved us. It actually starved you for bombs. It actually opens up a few routing options now, because you're actually just more likely to find 3 or 4 bombs. Specifically in modes where you're guaranteed you're guaranteed a sword, you have quite a lot of options. Like, for example, you can just go to escape and assume you're going to find bombs in one of those chests. And there's the hook shot though in pod.
Wow, yeah, good value there. So yeah, with that hook shot, that's I would say after pod, that's a save and quit straight up to Death Mountain if I've ever seen one. With the hammer, we can easily knock out Moldorm. Although it is only for just a cruddy, not special pendant. But it's probably worth checking.
There also happens to be 2 hints in Hera, which actually helps even out Hera as a dip. The hints are oddly placed in such a way that in Randomizer they are, for the most part, making dungeons that used to not really be worth it. Like Hera now has 2 items, 2 possible hints. Desert is 2 items, 3 items, 1 possible hint. Count the item on the ledge. Thieves Town has an additional item, but it does require you to change your routing. Ice Palace has 3 items and 3 hints. Turtle Rot's Entrance has an item that doesn't require the Cane of Samaria. Or not an item, but a hint. So it just kind of worked out that these hints kind of balance the dungeons. It looks like BTR did not end up going for the hint in pod, which is a little bit out of the way if you don't have the bow and you're not going to the right side. But it is an option. Now with that Titan's Mitts, there's no reason not to go straight to Death Mountain, because you now have every single chest in there available.
Yeah, Pink Kitty Rose seems like they are making that play indeed. We got we'll have it all. We'll have Paradox Cave, Super Bunny Cave, Turtle Rock, even. Wait, no, sorry. Correction. Pink Kitty Rose doesn't have a sword. Did ETM find their sword in Beavestown? I might have missed that one.
Sorry, I missed that.
I was just pointing out ETM picked up a sword, and I missed where they got it from.
Most likely somewhere in the village. She's the only one who's gone to the village. He also found the ice rod. Keep in mind that if you do enjoy what you see here, there's a way that you can participate that aren't even these dailies. If you feel like it, there are the qualifiers for the fall tournament. The qualifiers are open mode, but the mode in general can be pretty much anything. So be excited for the brackets.
And of course, if you like what you're seeing here, make sure you give these runners a follow. Putting in some good showmanship here for you.
And there is the flippers, and a piece of heart is in Ganon's tower! Holy crap, I never would have thought that.
Oh!
Oh, doing a bomb jump. I was wondering what PTR was doing there.
Yeah, a little bit of a shimmy and a shake, but yeah, nails it.
I thought they were stuck in that position and couldn't save and quit or something, because, like, you never know what's broken in the past.
Oh yeah, new things every day in this game that we've been playing for the past 20 plus years.
Okay, Hammer Lemolis is actually one of the more annoying things in this game, because the Hammer hitbox meets this boss that has a poor hitbox really awful.
Yeah, it really is hitbox v hitbox with the Hammer Moldorm. I mean, so we've got our first crystal there from Salty Fry at Landmolus. Some big plays here. Just getting straight into the dungeons, straight into the dense locations. Ooh, and a fire. Okay, well, there's the fire rod for Pink Kitty Rose up there on Paradox. Yeah, if only they had gone to Village first, they could have done that all. They could have just gone straight to Trinex now. Oh, and they got the bow as well. So we got bow mode.
I wonder if so. We actually have access to all of. Well, actually, PTR doesn't have a sword. If there's a sword in Hera.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If there's a sword in Hera, then so they need to find a sword before going into Dark World. So they can, in theory, open up Turtle Rot, which might be lead in. Oh, have you seen red in a bottle? Okay.
Well, there's one potion we probably won't be seeing.
Well, Isakron, compared to everyone else, the amount of chests that Pink Kitty Rose can get compared to everyone else on the mountain is about 15. So.
Well, from what we've seen so far, there's no wrong play. Everybody's gotten a little bit bit of piece of the pie so far.
I don't know. Going to desert in this seed seems like the wrong play right now. There's nothing in desert, nothing anywhere near desert. I didn't even detach the hint. I don't think the hint was anything if they even read it.
No,
they
it
probably didn't read it
was
because they didn't have to
trash.
go in that room. It was? Okay. Reminder that the majority of hints in are not good. So
Well, if we can avoid doing West Side Swamp or Misery Mire, yeah, that's a bit of some wind on your back.
you know, but what I actually mean, like the actual majority are usually there's a minimum of 5 that are always bad, and then a lot of the times it's just like nothing is at Uncle. It's like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, lots of stuff that you've seen before, or just pointing out that there's hearts in Ganon's tower. Oh, gee, thanks. But I do love that there are hints anyway, regardless of whether or not you want to check them. I think it's going to be really good for new runners. I know I struggled so hard when I first started running this game.
Oh, Master Sword. So 2 swords in the village area.
Yeah, how about that?
Something sharp requires the hammer, which we now know is the hammer pet cave. Keep in mind that requires the blank in locations that are only locked by the hammer. So nothing. So if it can be both, like say the hammer and the hood shot, that doesn't count. It's only locations that are only the hammer.
Only 1 for 1.
Yeah. So it can't be for example, if it requires the boots, that means a bond location, not, for example, the race game, which can require the boots by bonding the door, because that's also the bombs and the mirror. So requires hammer actually does lower the amount of areas that are doing it by a significant amount.
ETM has really taken the Froggy on tour today. Pink Kitty Rose nearly getting knocked down, but pulls it off at the last second, managing not to slip down.
For anybody who was watching yesterday's inverted match, their Turtle Rock mirroring is not a thing today.
Yeah, I still have yet to fully wrap my head around inverted mode, but I have set aside the rest of my schedule for today to try and understand that beast.
It's on average harder but faster than open mode from a racing perspective, just because the routing is significantly more open. There is the occasional seed that's longer, but I mean, that's every mode. But I found that on average, in the beta testing I did, it was actually usually faster once you get over the difficulty humps.
Yeah, the first one that I tried, I was expected to take blind down with just the cane of Burna and nothing else.
Ah, so you had an easy inverted start.
Yeah, sure, that's a word for it. But it is super cool that they've come up with what are they gonna do next with randomizer? where can we take it? You know, at what point does it become an entirely different game? And ETM is being a really good tour guide for old Jeremiah here. You see, he's doing a lot of sightseeing today. And not much of a payoff. Ooh, and Pink Kitty Rose has gone back up Death Mountain without a sword, so they can't get into Turtle Rock. But we do have the medallion for it, which is either that is the ether medallion, not either medallion. Only one will work.
Yeah, we may know where all the items are for go mode, except for we still need the flute. Yeah, oh no, we don't need the flute necessarily. Unfortunately, PTR, if they didn't go to the mountains early, I actually think that we might be in no mode. We have two swords, cane, bow, hookshot. Boots might be required, so we should be a little careful, but for the most part, we are in no mode.
Yeah, wow. Only not even 30 minutes in. So far, Salty Fry has the lead with crystals. I wonder if they are gonna go straight up to Turtle Rock, or if maybe they'll do the east side of Death Mountain and then bail out as soon as they get the flippers.
So, that flute could distract Pinty Rose from the areas that they need to be.
Oh, sorry, I had to tap out for a second. Where was the flute?
I actually missed it as well. I just know that they have it.
Yeah, that might act as a bit of a red herring. Still, Pinky Rose is getting a lot done for somebody without any swords. There's another. I didn't even notice that before, but there's another sword on top of the lantern in Desert Palace. See if be interesting to see if anybody will take the flute to easily pick that up if they happen to find the boots anytime soon.
Okay, sorry, I had to leave for a second to go grab something.
Welcome back, friend. Wow, excellent fight there from Pink Kitty Rose on Land Molus. Easy kill. So Salty Fry is in the lead as far as crystals go. I'm sure when they're gonna pick up a lot of swag up here in Death Mountain. They might be the first one to hit go mode, I believe.
Only holding Heroes back is the fact that they don't like to go to the village. They're missing out on the swords there. But the pod is even pendant, so I don't know when this will.
Yeah, Pink Kitty Rose went into pod, unable to full clear it without the bow. But that's all they need to do is basically go kill Helmassar. So I'm sure they see it as good as done.
Old man's about to get his master sword. Solid Free is about to get the treasure trove.
And perhaps Pink Kitty Rose will finally pick up those swords. Thank you, chat, for pointing that out. I did not catch. I did not catch that the dwarves had the silver arrows. I've only ever heard legend of the dwarf actually paying off.
And Heroes still not gonna have their sword yet. They really just need that one sword, and hopefully get their second shortly.
It's honestly killing me. It's honestly killing me that they don't have the sword yet. They will get their silvers though. Thank goodness. Oh, and unfortunately ETM going into Eastern without having gotten their bow yet. And I think we're getting a pedestal check from Salty Fry. Why not? Ooh! Did you see that? Did you see that?
I did not. No. I don't know why I would care. I looked away because I was looking at other people doing things that were relevant. The boots are not needed unless it turns out the key is on the torch, so I very, very much doubt it.
Oh my god. Fingers crossed for the dream. The meanest dream.
Well, less than 2% of seeds require it, so it's very unlikely. PTR is gonna get their first sword. Now they actually should have a second one. I thought the other one was in Sea House.
I thought I saw that too. Maybe they might have overlooked it.
Yeah, they do have their other sword. That's what I thought. So at this point, PKR just needs to get the ice rod in Thieves Town, and then I believe we're in go mode for them.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I forgot that they had the chest with them.
Okay. Not bad to have.
It is the second best cane in the entire game. But yeah, I think everybody else must be looking for this that fire rod, and it's just eluding them at every step of the way.
Oh, and the bow and the hook shot. Both of which are all the hook shot being the important one in Turtle Rock Desert, or sorry, in the hook shot is actually the second word. The hook shot is what holds all the other items back for everyone else. So once they get that, they'll be done.
That is true. That all that stuff was found on East Death Mountain.
And the funny thing is, you can actually find the flippers on Death Mountain a little bit earlier. Jailbroken's Test Classics! AKA the best $100 you can spend. They are still not gonna have Ice Rod for Go mode.
That was in Thieves Town, right? I'm not
Yes.
crazy.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Hotshot in Pod, so Salty Free might actually be the first one in Go mode at the rate he's going.
That's right, because Hookshot was in Pod, I believe. So yeah, pretty much it's gonna lead them, yeah, pretty much in a straight line to Go mode. Get a spike cave check, blah words from Old Man Sunshine. Let's see what we get. Meanwhile, ETM getting their second crystal. Salty Fry and Old Man Sunshine are tied for crystals right now. Pink Kitty Rose soon to follow.
Okay, and Salty Free is going to the right side. Yes, the right side using the bottle glitch. That should have saved them a little bit of time. Well, it might not. I don't know if there's gonna be anything over here. You might even find the mirror, which would be interesting.
I'm sorry. What did Salty Fry just do?
Okay, there's the mirror. Fun.
Whoa.
That's what it is.
Okay.
So very interesting.
Okay, so Salty Fry just sequence broke the bow. I have never seen that. I've been doing this for over a year now. I've never seen that one.
Oh, that's it's something to do with how the screen scrolls in Zelda, which is directly screen transitions and scrolling is directly tied to the use of bottles, because the bottle freezes the screen. So you just are basically tricking the game into pushing the screen, or to freezing the screen so it doesn't scroll properly. You then just move the mimics to the other side of the room, tricking the game into putting it into a different quadrant than Link, and then Link, because the game doesn't know that the mimics are in the room, it's like, well, they're dead, so door open, and that's how that glitch works. Don't make the game breathe and walk at the same time. It doesn't like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think, as Chad's pointed out, that mirror is going to do more harm than good. It's going to probably lead him to a lot of isolated locations that just aren't going to have anything.
Oddly enough, that mirror is actually a way to access the bow and flippers. If for some reason they just stopped there, took the mirror somewhere, they would have actually found the bow and flippers without the hook shot. And in this siege, you don't need the hook shot. They could actually have beaten this game with a completely different set of items. If they knew, say, how to hover, they wouldn't have needed that hook shot for the seed.
Oh yeah,
So,
hovering's easy.
As long as they just don't do mirror related things.
Yeah, please just go straight up to Death Mountain.
I mean, it's what they're doing. Like, Salty has been playing this game a lot. They are probably not going to do mirror required locations until they find the bow. This mirror is essentially perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure they're well knowledgeable enough to know that they with what they have, the mirror won't get them very far. It'll get them to places they could go a bit quicker, but other than that, isolated locations and all that, not going to turn up with much. Maybe half magic, something like that.
So now that Salty Free has the items that they do, they should be able to complete Turtle Rock while they're up here. They'll find the Fire Rod up here, as well as the Ether Medallion. Which, you know, Quake is required. No, it's Ether. Never mind. Yes, so Ether Medallion.
And it looks like I got my wish after all. Did see that potion. I hate to see bottles go to waste. And while we're seeing a lot of stuff that we've already seen from the rest of our runners, just want to remind everybody, if you like what you see here, do make sure that you give these runners a follow. Follow us on Speed Gaming 1, 2, 3, and 4. Always running rando in some capacity. Lots of other stuff too, of course. You follow us on Discord. Of course, visit the official link to the Past Randomizer website as well. Out to our trackers, Axis of Anarchy, and Link40. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, so it's really Pinky Rose goes. It's probably gonna go Skull Woods first. Oh no, Thieves Town doesn't really. Oh no, Thieves Town makes more sense because they have the flute now. Oh, bottle at the shop. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, bottles always good to happen upon. Salty Fry gets their Ether Medallion for TR. And looks like now the Pink Kitty Rose is in Thieves Town. Go mode is imminent. Looks like it might be neck and neck for first go mode here.
And that is Pinky Rose in go mode while they're in the middle of a dungeon. Which is the reason a lot of people were like, why is Pinky Rose doing this the way that they're doing this? And the whole reason was to avoid losing out to an item on the overworld. With the flute in hand, it doesn't take long to really do any overworld location. So all this did was make their life easier.
Yeah, the flute is one of those great items for just cleaning up those last overworld places. There's nothing worse than trying to scour the dungeon, the overworld for your go mode item. And this blind fight will actually make Pink Kitty Rose's 4th medallion. So that's a pretty firm lead, I reckon. And yeah, chat points out, very good point. Salty Fry is the only one that saw the pedestal item. I don't know about you, but I'm still holding out for that big key on the torch. That would be boots on pedestal.
Yeah, which will most likely not be needed, but we'll see.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I'm just,
I don't go to casinos, and also why I'm bad at randomizer, because I make gambles. Helmasaur King fight from Salt Fry, getting their 3rd crystal. So, also, save for the, what is now Tempered Sword on the Desert Ledge, which of course we can only get with the boots. Do you think, if it were you, would you keep checking chests that were in your way on the way for a sword?
Yes. I mean, there's no reason not to at least open chests that are right there. Generally, the Temper Sword saves upwards of 5 minutes.
That's a pretty significant, especially going up against Cold Stare. Hits like a truck. even with blue mail.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'd even, like, pretty much any single room, like, in Ice Palace, you're probably checking 2 or 3 chests. Definitely one, you're definitely checking the Penguin room. Then you'll definitely check the Freezor room. I guess if you have the big deal, check the chest. Probably not much more than that, but, and then in GT, you're just kind of under the assumption there's going to be a sword in GT if you haven't found one in the early game, and all your swords were late.
Oh. Pink Kitty Rose opting not to check the pedestal. Just noping right out of there after taking down the moth. And now we have the reassurance that nobody's going to be checking Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, it's generally not needed. I just there's also worth it to check the hints, even just for something sharp. What is that text for? In V30 there is now hint text, so certain areas will actually tell you what there is, and that is one of those locations. They're very useful. It's a secret to everybody is one of those useless hints, of which there are quite a few, and every seed has some. So there's always hint tiles that are completely useless, and then there are more hint tiles that are completely useless because it's just the nature of it not telling you. Some hints are interestingly useful in that there's some hints like that will tell you there's a piece of heart in a chest that's unlocked by a specialist, which is the purple chest, which means you'll just not do the purple chest.
Yeah, what hints like that can be a huge relief, especially when it says there's money and money in the west side of Swamp Palace.
Yep. Which means that you never have to go to the west side of the palace, and that is quite useful.
Good for streamlining as well, you know, just to try and keep going forward and keep going fast.
It also is a nice thing that it can add stuff, like, for example, it's just going to add to your memory, which is good. Like, it's a good thing to add more things for us to think about. It means it's going to separate runners a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when the tournament, when this fall tournament is in full swing. It'll be really interesting to see whether or not the top tier runners might say go back up the stairs to the attic of Thieves Town after the switch room. Wow, Pink Kitty Rose doing really well for a Master Sword fight on Cold Star. Wow, all three of them down at once. Great fight. Not an easy fight to do with the Master Sword. And that makes Pink Kitty Rose. It's the last crystal, or second to last crystal. Just need to go straight up to TR, and then it's time to get down to business to defeat Ganon. Which is absolutely insane. I mean, we only just cracked an hour, and Pink Kitty Rose is going to get their last crystal. Just what a run.
And this seed was obviously very fast.
ETM is actually making a play into Turtle Rock quite early for the amount of crystals they have. Maybe they're hoping.
They're in go mode, so either just finishing a dungeon while they're there.
Yeah, true that, true that.
Did I just say that the ice road was in Thieves Town? I thought I saw
Thanks,
Thieves
game.
Town. I didn't see what else it said.
I think it stuttered a little bit for me at that point, but I'm pretty sure I saw that as well.
What's it? A unique item was in Thieves Town. Okay, I see. Right, it doesn't tell you exactly what item is anywhere anymore, unless it's a lawn location.
Puff's getting away from Old Man Sunshine there a little bit. 2 down. 1 more to go.
Not a single person is doing the pedestal before going to Dance Tower. Like, the only thing is that Peter, yeah, everyone should also have the mirror in theory when they're in go mode. Only Old Man Sunshine might not. Yeah, he's in go mode without the mirror, so he'll be the only one kind of hurt by if boots are on ped. Everyone else is just gonna be like, well, I guess the seat is 20 minutes longer than we thought. That's all this means. It's not that big of a change.
Yeah, it is almost suspiciously fast.
Like, even with this being pedestal required, it's still gonna be easily sub 2 hour, possibly even sub 140. Because the moment you check the pedestal, or sorry, the moment you see that it's boots locked, you just kind of go from there.
Oh, yeah.
And you just start clearing pendants.
Yeah, pretty much. You just get back out there, put your boots back on. Well, your shoes, and then you get your boots. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm still a little tired. Good time for a death abuse for each
Oh,
team.
nice. There's a third sword on the way in team.
Snap! There we have it. What a nice, comfortable find. Yeah, Chad makes a good point. We don't have we haven't seen Bombos yet, and if we do need the pendants, that's just one more item that's going to be eluding. Pink Kitty Rose in the Trinex fight. Yeah, absolutely beasting that fight, making a real short task of Trinex. So that's it. That's it, guys. Get your guesses in for where that big key is gonna be. It's not gonna count towards the leaderboards because it's not the tournament. But hey, let's have fun with it anyhow, shall we? What do you think, Zelnus? Where's it gonna be? I'm all about the torch hype right now.
Probably like 5 or something like that. I feel like, yeah, it's very unlikely just even statistically by how often it's required. It's slightly more so because of reasons. Like knowing that there is an item location not accessible does actually mean there's a chance that the logic placed the bid key there and then decide to go through logic hoops. But like it's not like it's sentient, it's just how it's programmed. Pinky Rose obviously does not actually know this, because they did not check the pedestal, but others will, which may give them a slight advantage.
Ooh, here we go. It's the moment of truth.
And it's just pawns, yeah, so not required. It's just...
Oh. How disappointing. Or,
I mean,
in Pink Kitty Rose's case, very, very relieving.
it's not disappointing if you didn't hype up something that had a... That's like saying, man, it's disappointing I didn't win the lottery this week. It's only disappointing if you... if, like, yeah, it's just, it's not disappointing. It's just, yeah. You can't expect the... What's the word?
I can choose my own emotions. I'm a grown lad. A good show, that's all. But I mean, that's not to say that we haven't had a good show so far. Pink Kitty Rose has been an absolute beast, and yeah, the rest of our runners, you know, no slouches either. This has been a really, really good example of execution here. Still no GT big key. Where will it be?
There's the bit key.
Oh, in Bob's chest of all places. Good on you, Bob. Now Pinkity Rose is making her way through the gauntlet. Not sure about what they have as far as bottles go, but they didn't. Not sure if they ended up getting the powder. I do know that somebody got the powder at some point. But with the level of skill that we've been seeing so far, I don't think they'll have any problems slaying the pig.
But Salty Free is going to be not too far behind PTR.
My apologies, it must have been a fake powder that I saw before. So that's go mode for all of our runners. Pinkity Rose has done an exceptionally well run so far, but I mean, even at this point, for a runner of any skill level, getting go mode, an hour 10 minutes in or so, not bad at all. Ooh, Salty Fries taking right side first. Lose a bit of time overall. Excellent fake powdering there on the bunny beam and anti-fairy. always good to see that glitch like in actual action outside of the baddie check. Let's see if they'll give us a validation chest check. Oh, the worth. Put those to good use in the Ganon fight, though. Yeah.
And they were probably checking that in case it was another sword. Maybe it was really just the other sword. There's no reason not to check that chest. You're not fully geared out.
Yeah, pretty much. I will pretty much always. I will never not check that chest myself.
Also, technically, the boots would have made that faster as well. Just a little bit because the few rooms.
Wow, excellent set of doubles and triples there from PKR on the Aga 2 fight. And here we go. Final boss. Hashtag Ganon facts.
Yeah, looks like PKR is going to be doing some spins inside Ganon doubles. Should be able to one phase this with the cape.
Yeah, good cape strats. Phase 3. They managed to not fall down. They're gonna easily get a sub 120. Missed the torch glitch, but not the most important thing. Full silver arrow shot, nicely done.
The torch glitch is not actually any faster.
No, I personally don't like the torch glitch.
I mean, no, it's just not faster when you have silvers because you have to stop to trigger it. It's just faster to hit Ganon once.
Big GG's to PKR. 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 18 seconds. Give yourself a clap on the hand. That is an incredible time, even for just a casual race. Very befitting ending text, almost personally tailored for PKR, I'm sure.
Hey, hello, P Rose. Congratulations.
Hey, PKR.
Hello! So that happened?
Yeah, that's Incredible time, 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 18 seconds. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I could have stumbled upon the God route, plus a few extra chicks here and there. I can't get over how dumb that was. It's like, oh, I should go finish my crystal dungeons. Oh, it's the ice run. Oh my god, 50 minutes. Oh.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Oh, the early pod play. The early pod play set this just totally in motion.
Yeah, the hook shot just the items that you got out of the hook shot, that just blew everything wide open for you. Almost spoiled for choice, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was just like, well, I got this hook shot in a pod. I should probably go follow it to make sure the bow's behind it. Because if not, then I did an unnecessary double dip. Oh, it's behind it! Well done, I feel like a smarty pants.
just a nice straight line.
Oh man, and I can't even feel too bad about following that unique item in purple chest hint because it led me to the silver arrows and another sword.
Yeah, just good decisions and an excellent execution all around as well.
There was a couple problems. That Ganon was atrocious.
Nah.
I pressed B too early for the fifth sword swing for the phase 1. Oh, oh my god, I just found out. Okay.
Yes. Okay, chat. Do you understand why we didn't say anything? There's a reason that pedestal is in the credits.
Oh my god. Oh my god, are you kidding me? They were there! Well, safe to say nobody was getting that anytime soon. Oh, wow, okay. That's one way to make sure we don't get those.
Guaranteed slow mode.
Freaking pedestal boats, of course. I hope you guys had fun watching that.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Zelnus wasn't too hopeful, but I had my fingers crossed for that GT torch key the whole time.
God, if I actually did the meme pedestal check after Skull Woods, that would have relieved some pressure. Just be like, oh, okay, Boots weren't just that uncle or something.
Honestly, with as well as you were doing, I would say you almost deserved it for being too fast.
It's not my fault, everything was just... It's like, oh, it's the lamp. Well, I mean, I might as well go check pot, I guess. Maybe it'll work out. Oh, it did. Nice. And then it's like, oh, it's the medallion for Tuner Rock. Oh, it's Ether. It's a good thing I didn't skip Spiral Cave. The main
it's nice when things happen one after the other like that.
Yeah, the only real major misstep was going up Tower of Hera, because I was being greedy, I wanted the other hint and a couple of items. It's my bad. I really wanted a sword, because I thought I would dive to a rock if I could open it, but then a sword didn't show up, and that ended up being a good thing.
Going to Desert Palace, did you? Oh no, you did. Yeah, so you would have seen the yeah, of course you did, sir. The sword on the torch there.
That made me sad. I could think I found all the other 3.
Very clutch find for the tempered sword in Turtle Rock.
It's always nice when everything's just on the path. I see salty
Yeah,
half
really?
magic. Where was that?
Real friendly seed, and a GG as soon as he walks over the bridge from Salty Fry. Just over 1 hour, 25 minutes. Super respectable time. Better than way better than any of mine. So give yourself a clap on the hand and a gold star on your forehead, Salty.
I feel kind of dirty about this one. They're not supposed to go that well. I haven't had a sub 120 in a long time, so it feels good.
Well deserved. Well deserved. And when it comes to seeds like that, you know, it's execution goes a long way, and no shortage of that from you or any of our runners here.
The cold surf felt rather nice. I juggled them in that corner for a long time.
That was really good. Execution on the cold search. Best sword. You can't keep them back there for very long. They'll just kind of decide to come out. So.
Yeah, they pretty much do whatever they like.
Yeah, it was nice of them to stay there so long that a spin attack was enough to finish them off.
Congratulations, Salty Free.
Thank you.
Salty.
GG, Salty.
Hey, GG, PKR.
GG.
So that was a nice fast seed, but at the same time, it left me kind of disappointed. Like, I found the flute in Spike Cave, and I was really disappointed because that led to absolutely nothing, obviously. It wasn't useful. I sequence broke the right side of Pod and got the mirror, and that was completely useless as well. So I got all these items that could have been super nice in kind of awkward spots, and they were completely useless in the end. You didn't even need them. You could have completed the seed without them.
They saved valuable seconds.
Yeah, I guess the flute was nice to move around, yeah, and yeah, I didn't have to save and quit after every single dungeon I did.
Turns out most of it was just in a nice straight line.
The interesting thing, this is the first seed I've had that actually I found clues that kind of sort of led somewhere. I guess it it led to the flute in the end, which wasn't exactly useful, and the other one led to the boots, which I didn't need. Another item that's out there that you know about that, yeah.
No. You need the boots. You always need the boots.
I agree. I had a really hard time through Turtle Rock and Ganon's Tower just because I'm so used to having the boots there.
Not happening this time. They kept them very away from us.
The boots definitely make the ice physics a bit more bearable, that's for sure.
And then that one of the seeds would have, one of the hints would have mentioned boots. We just didn't see it because one of them would have said the pedestal. So it's kind of interesting. You didn't need to actually check the pedestal to know what was on it.
Like, I got the one that said there was some unique item in Lost Woods, and at that point, I'm pretty sure I had found bombs when I was there the first time. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that was all I found in Lost Woods when I was there initially. So I figured I guess something unique's on the pedestal then is what that means. So let's go find out what that is. And then you see the boots, and you're like, great.
Oh yeah, that is interesting. I never thought I didn't realize there was one for the Lost Woods itself. Anyone is getting destroyed right now. I'm not sure what Old Man Sunshine is doing. They're in go mode and they're just kind of completing the dungeons.
Probably looking for that sword.
No. They don't have ether. They skipped Spiral Cave.
Oh no.
Oh.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
F.
No.
I never even noticed that they were missing ether. I just kind of assumed that anybody who had bow had ether, just because and fire rod, because they're in the same location, like World Death Mountain.
That Death Mountain was loaded with stuff, pretty much everything you needed at that point in time.
We actually knew where every item was at 23 minutes.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was under 30 minutes. We'd seen it all by that point, which was nuts.
and the whole time it was essentially, when is Salty Free going to go to Pod to get the hook shot, and when is Rose going to go to Thieves Town to get the ice rod? That was what we were waiting for essentially. Oh, and the swords, so they were all in the village as well. That was literally the whole seed.
I was originally planning on skipping Thieves Town on my first trip through Village of Outcast, but then I found the sword right next to it. I'm like, it's not going to get much quicker or easier than this. I might as well do it now, because I was kind of hell-bent on getting right towards that purple chest since I saw that it had a unique item. So, of course.
Me too. I actually skipped C-shaped house on the first pass
Okay, yeah, because like I went to C-Shape House and got the sword there, and then like, all right, let's just do Thieves Town while we're here. I mean, now I don't have to worry about blind. I don't have to deal with trying to do it with hammer or cane or something like that, where I might end up dying or something dumb like that. Like once you got the sword, you don't worry about anything really.
I ended up working out at least, since on the second pass for the purple chest, I snagged both the swords that were there. And got my lovely Burna. Looks like everybody else is starting to filter in now.
Yeah, so definitely seeing a lot of good times come through now.
Yeah, just a reminder that in the with the tournament coming up or starting, you still have a chance. There are 14 more rounds of Tippinet's Mark Fall. It is a good way to get in. 96 people to get in. And honestly, there's no reason not to at least attempt to play. Just the way that it's what's the word I'm looking for? Just the way that it works out. Pretty much anyone who has 5 good matches will make it in. Well, I guess 3. You only actually need 3 good. Your best and your worst one are removed from your stand-ins. So I'd highly recommend everybody join them. They are not as intimidating as they seem. And a lot of the players that you may think are super amazing, unbeatably amazing, like God, are taking a break. It's too many tournaments in a row. So this might be the perfect time for new people to start and show their stuff.
That I am going to duck out. I was kind of expecting this to take longer, but
Well, more time to race in the day.
yeah.
Racelands like Inverted or Enemizer or Entrance, all of which are on the website now.
Oh, I want to play some Inverted.
Yeah, when you finish a seed this quickly, then you just have more time to do more rando.
Endless rando. Okay, you guys have fun! Hopefully
fun.
Sunshine gets back up to Spiral Cave. Bye!
Thanks a lot,
GG.
PKR. GG again.
Okay, so now we're at this point waiting for Idiom to go.
Yeah, he's on his way.
Okay, and Idiom is about to go to the rando room, and then they'll just have two little more rooms to do. Obviously, they'll have to know how to bomb jump to Bob's chest or know the actual proper path in that dark room.
That's probably the easiest bomb jump out there, though, since it's only one tile instead of 2 like most of the other ones.
Oh yeah, they're actually using ether to get through this room. I do not know where they're going. Oh, they're dying for. I get it. Looks like Old Man Sunshine is going to Swamp Palace. Nice map in, or lamp in. Unfortunately, Old Man Sunshine is probably never going to really find this item. I think at this point he just forgot that he didn't do that location. Okay, Idiom's going into Lamolus, missing the arrow, unfortunately. Gonna spin, which is the same as a gold sword. And we might see Old Man Sunshine in his item. I'm not sure what else he needs to do up here. Might be Spike Cave. I'm assuming he's going to do Spike Cave. Oh no, no, it looks like Spiral. Interestingly enough, there was actually nothing in Hera. And we've got Enium going into Moldorm 2.
Ooh, sure hope he has some potions on deck.
Pretty sure he has the ferry. A lot of the runners did get the ferry.
He did do that death abuse, though, so that leads me to believe that he might not. Oh, I just used the potion.
I had forgotten about the death abuse.
Oh my god, those tiny Helmasaurs. It's like being ganged up on by a bunch of puppies.
Old Man Sunshine's game is actually laid in. That might explain the. He had some interest in like audio issues. So I'm thinking that has to do with his emulator. Then his CPU doesn't seem to be able to handle the game.
Yeah, I actually have the same problem. This is why I haven't been in any tournaments or anything, because the computer I have at the moment can't run streaming software and an emulator at the same time.
Well, it can. You just need to have the right settings. If my $500 computer that was 10 years old in 2016 to play Binding of Isaac and stream at the same time, you can run SNES Nets and OBS at the same time. You just need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, but this is I live in Australia, and our technology is probably just as advanced as your average tea kettle. And very, very expensive. Ether was in Spiral Cave, unfortunately.
Yeah, looks like he's going that way. We'll see what he does when he's there. He may just yell angrily at the independent spot. But he might also jump down Spiral Cave.
I'd be doing both.
Yeah, it looks like he may not have actually forgotten it, but may have just left it. It's possible. He didn't have the mirror, I don't think, him up here, so he might have just entered Dark World earlier to hit more chests. After finding the I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is a bit of a risk. Avoiding the more slightly to the left, slightly to the right chests when you do have your clustered pockets, Paradox Cave and such, can bite you in the end.
I can kind
So
of get
there
it
we
in
go.
this. I can kind of get it in this situation, especially if you leave Spiral till last, because you would have gotten so many other things on Death Mountain that so many things had just opened up for you. So Spiral, compared to all those other locations, isn't necessarily a bad play, I think.
That's a GG for Etium. 1 hour, 45 minutes, 13 seconds. Well done.
Oh, Edium's stream is white.
Yeah, I guess he like actually beat it like for good.
Congratulations, Edium.
GG, Adium.
Okay, and we can't hear anything you're saying, Edium. Okay, Edium, Edium figuring out their issues. Oh!
Oh, I'm awake.
Okay, so Edium's mic is not working, as I think we all know now. So we'll be
Yeah.
watching Old Man Sunshine. Okay, and Old Man Sunshine made his way through Troll Rock. Most likely see on the T here.
After all that time trying to find the Ether Medallion, he'll be probably be pretty glad to find a sword coming up for him pretty soon.
Okay, and going to this room here, and then dodging those little stupid guys come out of the walls in Dark World.
Sorry, I don't think I caught that. What was that?
I was talking about those how you dodge those stupid guys who come out of the walls in out of bombable walls in Dark World.
Oh, yeah. They're only in the two locations, Misery Mire and TR, aren't they?
And they can appear in others, but we just don't bomb them open.
Yeah, fair enough. It is amazing how there's so many small parts of this game that you don't end up seeing when doing rando, unless it's entrance or key sanity or something.
And then there's a lot of dungeon rooms that are just completely useless from any perspective if you know what you're doing in the dungeon. But like you'll see them sometimes in casual plays.
I'm a big fan of the bombable wall to the right in the back of the second half of Skull Woods, because there's a full magic decanter back there. Can be pretty clutch pickup sometimes.
I mean, that's not a useless room. I was talking about things like the room in Desert Palace that is only got enemies in it and nothing else, and lots behind you.
Oh yeah, the like the trap rooms and all that.
Oh man, Sunshine, I have a little bit of an issue with the fire rod here and getting Trinets down.
Yeah, sometimes. Oh geez, and again they just duck and dodge out of the out of the way at the worst times. Sometimes like watching Mike Tyson duck and weave. But we get there in the end. Hey, GG ETM, joining us in chat after having some audio issues, but here he is. Left side, right side play first. It's gonna go back up. Nope, full right side.
For some reason, pulling out his bombs instead of... Yeah, it's a thing you can do, but it's just slower. There we go. Looks like we're gonna see Old Man Sunshine do left side first, so won't be distracted in that way.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, it's Etienne. I got my mic
GG.
working.
GG, Etienne.
Thanks. Yeah, this was a pretty good seed. It was, it had that troll with the shovel at Agus Cave and then the boots on the pedestal. Luckily, didn't need either of them.
Yeah, it was either a straight line or a wild goose chase in a lot of situations.
Yeah, well, if there was something at that shovel spot, I mean, that would be the last thing I would be getting. So, but yeah. PKR with a sub 120. That's pretty solid.
Oh yeah, that's insane. Hey, 145's nothing to blow your nose at either.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that time. Only thing maybe I could have done differently is go to pod a bit earlier, because I mean, there's always something at pod, but I mean, it's always nice to have the bow first.
There's always something at pod except for when there isn't, which could be some of the time.
Yeah. There's a hint I got right at the start that was really good. What was that? I forget. But then I got one that was like, there's a unique item at the purple chest, so I made a beeline for that, and it was a cane of Burna.
PTR did the same, but I mean that led you to a sword as
Yeah.
well as silver arrows, so it wasn't all bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing. That hint could end up throwing a lot of people off any sort of scent.
Mm-hmm.
If they reckon that the chest might not be worth it, they'd probably say, well, then forget the dwarf.
Yeah. Yeah, the dwarf had the silvers, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Which, I swear, in my experience at least, the dwarves are cursed, and they never give anything to me.
Yeah. They're especially annoying with no flute or mirror. Or boots, for that matter.
I wonder where the boots could be.
They were on the pedestal, I checked.
I know. I'm just
No.
playing.
Yeah, that was annoying. I was just like, well, if GT is boots locked, that would be
not gonna see that.
that would be pretty funny.
Sunshine going through the missing slightly.
Yeah, making his way up through the gauntlet now.
I don't know. Anytime I see anything that looks like it could be a sweet dodge from the enemies when it's actually just armor sig, all I can think of is that the activated speed gear from Mega Man 11. In which case, all I can think of is speed up, too slow, speed up, too slow, etc., etc. If anybody's watched MM11.
Good use of iframes from Old Man Sunshine there. That room in particular, I love having the boots for. Just wait till some or all of those enemies if they end up getting swooped up to the top, you can just just knock them all out in one train.
Yeah. It was a lot nicer in V29 when usually you'd be up there with like 50 or so arrows, or 60 arrows even. And now you can't use the arrows quite as much.
Yeah, you do got to be careful. Although with half magic and the speed of the fire rod, I'm surprised Old Man Sunshine hasn't busted that out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm glad I went right side first and got that half magic. That was pretty nice.
A nice two cycle land mo too.
Yeah, I didn't. My land model was
Hey,
a little bit sloppy, but
no judgment here. No, I personally have a lot of trouble judging when exactly they're going to explode. It does the increments of the with the way the mounds change size always throws me off somehow.
yeah. Well, if I'd had full magic, I probably would have just used the fire rod on them. But I think I was low on magic when I went there, so figured maybe I should use some arrows.
Oh man, Sunshine opted to just use the torch.
Where was the flute at? Was that in Spike Cave?
That was in Spike Cave, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got the hint about it. It was hammer locked, and I've had that hint before, and it was Spike Cave the last time too. I was almost going to check it, but by that time I was pretty much in go mode, and I didn't need it. So
yeah, I actually wouldn't. I wouldn't immediately think, oh, Spike Cave, Hammerlock, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the hints.
The amount of times I've jumped down there without the hammer.
Yeah, the hints take some getting used to, because what I read is basically they when it says it's hammerlocked, that means it's hammerlocked in all possible modes, including like inverted and enemizer. So like when it says it's bow locked, that means it can only be on Helmassar, because you always need the bow to get in there. But for Armos Knights, if it's enemizer, you probably don't need the bow to get in there. So that so it takes some getting used to understand.
That's a good point, because now that enemizer is fully integrated into the website, I suppose they'd have to.
That's the hints actually. When it says requires hammer, it means that it can't require. It means that the hammer locks it completely, not that it is locked in all modes. So the hammer locked means Spike Cave because there's no alternate way to access it. You can't get the item in Spike Cave without the hammer. But hammer locked. But for example, when it says requires the boots, it has to be a bonk location. It can't be a bonk and bomb location.
Or like a torch. Yeah.
So like for example, if it says boots, if it says the torch requires the boots, it means it has to be on, like, it has to be in a bond croc, or on top of a torch, or on the library. But that means that it's not in pod, because pod has bonk walls, or it won't be in the bottom of escape, because bombs are required for that as well. So that's what that means. That's what the hint means.
Yeah.
It has to be one item unlocks it.
Yeah. I saw a page that had like a list of all the hints and exactly what they mean. I can't find it though.
Yeah, there's a lot more to these hints than I would have originally thought.
Yeah. They're sometimes very useful, sometimes just annoying.
I like it though. I think it's a nice touch of little extra spice for
Yeah,
this game.
I think it like adds kind of an extra dimension of like logic to it, and like
Yeah.
I think I think it takes a bit out of the randomness, because like, you know, if you get a hint about the ice rod, you don't have, you know, this huge scramble at the end, and it's like whoever finds the ice rod first wins, basically.
There's also, say for like the inside of Spectacle Rock, inside Spectacle Rock Cave, you might see that there's a garbage item on the other side in there, but you might be tempted to go and grab that hint. And I actually did
Yeah.
the other day and was able to avoid West Side Swamp altogether for
Yeah,
it.
I just go straight for that item now. I don't even
Just
check it
YOLO
first.
it.
Yeah, because I know, like, just the hint alone is kind of worth it. So
Okay, and Old Man Sunshine is done.
almost. Yeah.
Almost. He didn't feel like hitting Ganon with an arrow for some reason.
He's holding up the sword right now. He was holding up the sword when I said that. So.
Oh, okay. I must be behind. I'm somehow in the future and the past all at once. And two big G's for Old Man Sunshine. Well done. Well done, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Thanks for having me. It was a fun race.
No worries, ETM. Thanks for weighing in at the end here.
Yeah,
And great good run. Good on you.
yeah.
Take care,
Thanks.
man.
Yeah. GG.
And we are joined by Old Man Sunshine. Congratulations on finishing up.
Finally.
GG, Sunshine.
Definitely GG's. Well, I missed a chest.
It happened.
Yeah, but hey, it's an easily missed chest, you know.
Yeah, and I thought I was in go mode, so I got confused, and there you go.
At least you didn't end up going sinking all your chips into getting the boots off the pedestal.
I was tempted. As soon as I saw everybody else finishing, I figured, oh, so it's in a spot that's easy to get to, so I better go retrace my steps.
Yeah, that's a bad feeling for sure.
Exactly.
You kind, even though you're sitting down, you kind of feel your feet start to hurt.
Yep.
That's just how it goes sometimes, though. 208, hey, that's not bad at all.
No,
You know,
not
I've only
really. That's a decent time. It's just, yeah. It could have been a lot faster if I'd hit that one chest.
that's the nature of rando, and that's why we play, because it's just that little bit of inconsistency that keeps us coming back.
Yep.
Okay. So I think with that we are pretty much done.
Yeah. Any final words about the seed you just ran? OMS.
Well, next time I'll do better. Hopefully, provide a good show.
Do you promise?
Yeah, I promise.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for being a good sport, and thanks for giving us a good show.
Yep, I will do. I will keep doing that.
All right, take care, and thank you everybody so much for watching. It's been a great run. Really, really good show here from all these runners. Be sure to give them a follow on Twitch. Join us on the Discord. You know, if you want to get into this, there's just a world of tech and tutorials out there. And of course, big shout outs as always to our trackers, Link40 and Axis of Anarchy. Good on you folks. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And tomorrow at 9 p.m. is the actual stream will start about 9:15 to 9:20 to 9:30 is the Nets qualifier for the fall tournament. So stay tuned for that. That'll be open mode as well.
We'll see you there.
And have a wonderful day, everyone.
GG's.
GG everybody. GG's Elnis.